It is Stephen Hornbeek, 8/19/2014. It is 6:41, and I am back. I am here to talk about some of the videos that have been created over the past 60 videos from the 1st to the 60th, and I wanted to wrap up and talk about a couple more of the different types of videos I put together and the way I'm going to be editing the entertainment. So I think I really want to structure it to where I'm talking about the videos I'm going to structure it where I'm creating videos that I send out to the public and try to get traction to. Like I take a trend or a topic and I build a video around it and I put it out into the world, hopefully before it's like a speed to market type of thing, so that video listing and that keyword holds higher in Google or YouTube. And then I step back and I have these conversations where I don't think I'm going to put video to them. I mean, I don't know, I haven't yet. And I kind of like coming into a really dark screen, and I don't think anyone really watches this stuff, but if the videos ever get big enough, people I think would enjoy the other side of it, and it's all in one place, and I think it could be unique to what's out there. So that's why I like the make or take concept, because you could package up just the whole thing is like I don't know, just the dark and the light, and giving television and talking about television and internet and taking, and then talking about the making, and it just being pure audio really helps you focus and think and really hear me, because everything else is a distraction. Like TV is a distraction. So so that's my little side note. I'm gonna hear some clicking. I'm gonna jump back in. So we talked about green screen. We talked about the Celebrity Ice Bucket Challenge in the previous videos. We have the Ninja Turtles. So the Ninja Turtles came up, and I was doing voiceover for those, and because all I knew how to do, I had a video screen capture tool, and I had a microphone. I didn't have any sound effects, and I didn't know where to get audio from. And when I was recording it, I couldn't get the video and audio to record at the same time, so I just took the video clip and I had to pair it up with something, or else it would have been silent. So I just dubbed over some dumb voices. There's a really great G.I. Joe stuff that's out there, and this was just kind of, I thought, with the new Turtles movie coming out, and the success of what that G.I. Joe's like little short comedy dubbed voice thing did back 10-15 years ago, and still today people love that stuff, could build some traction. But I really haven't built enough storylines, and I did a couple that are like that I don't think are as funny or whatever, but it was a good test. But there's also some green screen stuff which we talked about. There's one specifically with the clock and some fire. Like I just saw a little line, it looked like it was drawing a bomb, like it was turning the clock into a bomb, and I had a fire effect in one of the green screens that I had, so I just kind of threw it all together, and doesn't really mean much. The Ferguson stuff, I created a video on the Missouri Ferguson riots, and that I had trouble even posting that. I didn't like it because specifically I just paired up the looting and all the terrible stuff that's happening there with just some heavy metal music that I found. It was just already downloaded. I just snapped it together real quick, and I didn't even think about it till it was up, but I'm just like, it just doesn't, it's not right. It doesn't portray a real situation with, like, I don't know, this hardcore music and things like that. I think he even added like a silly effect, a green screen effect as a transition in the end, and I don't know. Had trouble with that one, but that one's out there. You can look at it if you want. It's Missouri Ferguson riots. Hopefully they'll figure all that out. They're right in the middle of all that right now. So now that there's some stuff to picture making. So there's picture making 1. Let's make a picture and talk about branding. So all I was doing is just drawing an image on Photoshop. I really just wanted to see if it'd be, people are interested in watching someone create art. And so truly, I think my keywords are terrible. I should probably do a few more and test it out a little bit deeper, but initial readings on that are low. It was just me. I don't think anyone in the world cares, at least about that. So one thing too I've been doing in the oil lamp one, the oil lamps, check out 40 antique and modern lamp designs with different music textures and techniques. Like that cracked me up. That's one of my favorites. I think I've viewed it mostly out of everything, but it's just taking a keyword that I found that I thought was a very searchable and potentially ownable keyword on Google, using that keyword data and then through the YouTube channels and that search engine just to see if I can create a product that matched that keyword, and build a little traction. And it really hasn't, but there was another video very similar to that. There's a belly button video that has done okay, and it's the exact same concept. Belly button rings or cute belly button rings were a keyword that was obtainable in Google, and so I pulled it over here, and it actually did get listed, a little bit high up. I got 1 like, which was really nice. It's just, and all these videos are, both of these, I just took a keyword and I built a slideshow around that keyword. So I found belly button rings that were just online, and I just collaged them together like it was a keynote presentation, and every 5 seconds it would flip to a different thing and there'd be some music behind it. I don't even think that one had music behind it. I think that's like one of the first things I ever did, and it was like actually one of the first products I ever created. But it was interesting because I saw it incrementally grow. So it was 2 hits, and the next day it was 4 hits, and then a week later it's 15, and 2 weeks later it's 30. So it was interesting to watch it grow, because it did work for a little bit, and so I think it's a minimum viable product. And from either one of those, I wouldn't do it with the oil lamps. The oil lamps it didn't trend as well, but then you could create a better product around that. So you just now I can put a video and sound and some editing and some narrating, and just my experience from the other videos could now help me improve that product if I felt there was traction and it was worth going back and trying to carve out a piece of that space. Okay. So this, I think we've talked a lot. I can probably list if there's show notes or YouTube comments or whatever, like just the idea bomb. And so I put 2 ideas out there, and I think they're really cool. I actually, I think creatively a lot, and I just had one idea specific that one company could work with that I interact with online. By interact with, I mean, I'm stuck on their web pages and they're hooked to their content, I guess. But to Pat Flynn, a guy who owns a blog, and another guy who owns a blog called nichehacks.com, and both of them were just 2 different. Well, one was a suggestion. It's just how to monetize and how to create something of value. So there wasn't much to it. I just put a little video together where I talked and I explained the idea, and I sent that video with a fully constructed idea over to the people, and yeah, I got a response from one guy, the Niche Hacks guy, and I actually never really got back to him because I didn't know what to do. I was like, dude, I don't want to make this product, because it's one thing to say like, hey, here's a direction to go. It's another thing to actually do it. And even his response, there's other stuff out there. He sent me a link that had something similar to it, and I think that direction is right on. So I still believe in the idea. I think anyone who wants to take a look, check it out, because I think the idea bombs are amazing, because they're content anyone can take. They're like the ideas, which kind of takes me to the beginning of the site. So I know I've been talking for a bit. This will be the big one, and I'll wrap it up hopefully around 10 minutes. But not. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back on the page to walk through the rest of these amazing videos. And then there was just a bunch of test videos. So I have test videos that are one is teasing a keyword, which I thought was kind of fun. So I was using it to basically entice people with free keywords, like if that was a cool or a phrase people would search for. But if you look, I think I oversaturated the title. I might do another test where I take it and I just shorten it down to the exact keyword I want and see if I get any more traction. But these ones are silly. So actually, I'm going to take a break and we're going to go into another session because I have some good stories. So I think these are just great, and no one knows about them, so they're sleepers. Take a listen, and I'll tell you about why I think these videos are so good in the next chapter.